All right, 13-year-old little girl. Where's NaZiyah, guys? Where's NaZiyah? Police claim Jarvis Butts red rum this little girl after he found out that she might be pregnant. Now, the entire family failed her, including grandma, that allegedly bought a new car with the memorial fund. And her auntie, you're going to see her on the stand, is probably still putting money on this monster's books, you guys. If NaZiyah wouldn't have gone missing at all, no one would have ever stopped these monsters from preying on this little girl. I say all parties and relatives claim not to have noticed special treatment or extra time being spent between Jarvis and NaZiyah, and you're going to see what I'm seeing, and you're going to be disgusted. Now, again, Detroit, Michigan, NaZiyah Harris, 13 years old, January 9th, 2024, stepped off a bus and was supposed to be picked up by Jarvis. Since then, her body has tragically not been recovered, but evidence suggests from the police that her life was cut short that day. Jarvis Butts, a 41-year-old monster with 5 children, you guys. Now, I tell you, he's a predator. He's already a predator. He's a sex offender on the registry list. Okay, I'm putting these pictures while I tell this story, and then I'm going to get to the people and all the things. Okay, now these are people that were looking for missing NaZiyah. They were out there with their signs, but it gets disturbing because these people are collecting money and then they're spending it. Now, not to say that the family is. You say he's got over 20 kids. So in the trial, I heard about him having 5 children with one lady. This guy doesn't want another child, but he wants to grape children, and he does. He's been a sex offender since 2005, and yet the family still let him hang out with her. You guys, we're going to get to the text messages. Okay, so these people that are helping in the community, thank you to the community, because I'm not going to thank the family. This is one time, you guys. Normally, yeah, they're all fake. This is one time that I'm not going to thank the family, and I'm going to tell you why, because these people are despicable, all right? These people are just as bad as Jarvis. Okay, so this is disgusting. It's 10 times the Madeline Soto case. And this monster doesn't show his face. So remember his face. Remember his face when we see him getting raped in prison with no lube, okay? He has a handful of children with girls under 18, and they all knew about it. They all knew about it, okay? Now, he was been charged right now, preliminary trial happening, and there's enough evidence for first-degree premeditated red rum, CSAM material, and second-degree criminal SA with a person under 13. Now, he's done that with many children, but NaZiyah went missing, and NaZiyah was supposedly pregnant. Okay, so this is the Maddie situation. This is the motive that people think. They think that Madeline Soto was pregnant and that Stephen Stearns took her life and discarded her to get rid of that. So this is that. We will find out that she was more than likely pregnant. Hello, everybody. I know I'm like really hyped up today because this is disgusting, and I had to jump on it because I need our community to know about this. And I found a really good YouTuber that I've never seen before. Her name is not a lawyer, but she's not a lawyer, but she's a mom. She's not a lawyer, but she's an aunt. She's not a lawyer, but she's a true crimer. All right. So we want to bring strong women together in this true crime community and be mama bears. Thank you so much, Azarabella, not only for the super sticker, $5, but for getting a membership and getting your membership back. I appreciate you guys. Synth server, she's 13 years old. She's still 13 when she was deceased. She's 13 now. She's deceased. Okay. Now, she didn't have any children. She was a child, but you see her progressively look older as he's grooming her and as he's graping her. She thinks she's having sex with him, you guys. She thinks that she's doing him a solid, okay? He's groomed her so much, she thinks she likes it. She thinks she likes him. She thinks it's her boyfriend. Now, January 9th, 2024, she got off the bus on Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit. If you know the area, you know. She was supposed to meet up with Jarvis Butts that day. Next day, January 10th, a full day later, NaZiyah's grandma reported her missing, prompting an investigation by Detroit Public School Community District. February 14th, a month and 4 days later, the case was handed over to the Detroit Police Department after initial school investigations hit a roadblock. They didn't even call 911, folks. This family is so convoluted with whatever they got going on, probably trying to hide the crimes that they knew were happening and the crimes that they were committing, to not even be able to call 911 or proper authorities. All right. Now, this is, yes, I'm going to say that allegedly NaZiyah was on a roll and had her whole life in front of her. Beautiful young lady. You're going to see that. We're getting to it. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button. Please take a look at this POS monster's face, because he hides it. He hides it and he hides it. And him and Stephen Stearns, I would love them to both be on death row. Maybe different prisons, but at the same time, this happened around the same time. Now, the case was handed over February 15th. The police interviewed Jarvis Butts. Now, the police interviewed Jarvis Butts, and it was very apparent, like Stephen Sturm, he claimed he was dealing with a legal issue on that day that NaZiyah went missing. So I'm going to sit down. We're going to sit down and watch the 10-minute clip of the police talking to him while he hides behind his mask. Then they knew, though. They knew. They were on to him. September 27, 2024, Jarvis Butts was arraigned. Faced multiple charges in the connection of NaZiyah's red rum. They still haven't found her. All right. So this is a pregnancy and red rum case. Authorities believe that Jarvis had been abusing NaZiyah since 2022 or since she was 12. Now, text records indicate that Butts knew NaZiyah was pregnant and was searching online for information about abortions and about the abortion pills or the Plan B. Now, the last known photograph of NaZiyah was taken on January 9th, 2024, the day she went missing. And despite the extensive searches, her body has not been found. They have enough evidence to go to trial now, pre-trial happening this week. All right, 13-year-old NaZiyah, prime suspect Jarvis, the Detroit police are handling this. And I think we're to the point where we can get into the text messages. We want justice for NaZiyah. Okay, so if you're not heated, you're about to be heated. I'm going to pull these text messages up and I'm going to read them to you. All right, I'm going to read these to you, and I don't think you're going to like them as much as I don't like them, but I mean, they're disturbing. So again, trigger warning, folks, trigger warning. Let me pull this back up and let's get this going. All right, guys. So we're going to read the text messages now. I did it in whatever order I could do it in. This is from Jarvis Butts, which is the defendant right now. From Jarvis to NaZiyah. It's Butts and Harris. Harris and Butts, okay? You guys see that? That way you guys can see what names are going on. And welcome, everybody. You can see how heated I am about this case. Trigger warning, very much so. Very